Hello and welcome to Color Up. Now the math of this game will tell you long term there is no way to beat the game. But that doesn't stop us, and particularly mathematicians, from trying to figure out a way to win, at least in the short run. So today we're going to look at a strategy that was submitted by a risk analyst. He knows about numbers, so let's check out his strategy. Thanks to Mandel Whitehead for submitting today's dice advice. And he likes to call this strategy, well, he names it after himself, the Mandel strategy, simple enough. But he is a risk analyst. Now, a risk analyst, they might work for an insurance company or that sort of thing, but they calculate the probability of things happening, right? How often they're going to happen, or how frequently, or how unlikely something is to happen. And then they can, like the case of insurance company, they know how many car accidents are going to happen or that sort of thing, so they can pay out and still be profitable. Let's go ahead and take a look at how this strategy works. Now, I believe this is the first dice tracking strategy that I've kind of highlighted here on Color Up. So we'll see how it works out. It's a real simple strategy. What he does is he tracks 6 numbers of the dice. Now, if it rolls a 7 on the come out, he doesn't really count that. And then if a player 7's out, you restart it. But let's say, for instance, that a particular shooter, maybe they roll a 6, and I'll write this on the screen so you can see a little better. Then they roll an 8, a 4, let's say an 11, another 8, and then a 5. So we've tracked the shooter for 6 rolls, and what he's going to do is force the shooter to repeat the same sequence by betting the opposite of what has rolled before. Now he says mathematically it's a very, very low probability that the same numbers are going to repeat. Now he's going to bet against these numbers using the field. I know, not a great bet, but this is what he's chosen to do. So for instance, on the 6, it's not in the field. So we would roll or bet in the field. The 8 is also not in the field, so we would bet in the field, and I'm just marking this with an F. The 4 is in the field, so we would not, or no field bet. An 11 is in the field, so no field bet. An 8, it's not in the field, so we would do the opposite or bet in the field. And then finally, the 5 is also not in the field, so we would make another field bet. So after tracking the 6 rolls, now we're going to bet opposite. We're going to bet field, field. We're not going to bet field, field. Now he says you should win by the 3rd number or 3rd level. Well, I mentioned level. That means, if you can guess, we're going to martingale this. So our first bet, after the 6 rolls, we're going to make a field bet, and you can do whatever level you want, but I'm going to go with $10. We're going to make a $10 field bet. If we win, great. We collect the money, and then we just wait for a new shooter. If we lose this bet, however, we do a normal martingale. So we double the bet and add a unit. So in this case, 10 will double to 20, add a $10 unit. That means we're going to have a $30 bet on the 2nd level. All right, our next bet, we're in the field again. So our $30 bet, if we lose this and it becomes a non-field number, we would lose that bet. Our next roll of the dice, well, we're not going to bet in the field. The next roll, we're not going to bet in the field. Our next bet is going to be a field bet. So in this case, we were at 30. We're going to have to double that to 60, add a $10 unit. So we're going to be looking at a $70 bet. Now he says if you ever get to 5 levels, that would be a $310 bet. If you lose that, you know what, just walk away. But he's trying to win anywhere between 5 and 10 units. So we're trying to win 50 to 100 bucks. So in total, we're going to need $570 to play this martingale or this Mandel strategy. Now, because there's going to be a lot of sitting around and waiting, typically a casino is not going to let you do that. So we're going to have to make a minimum line bet. So we'll include that for this shooter. But because we're waiting so much and it's going to be some boring, I just thought it'd be interesting. We'll have another player who's just farming the field. We'll have him bet the field on every single roll and just see what happens for him. All right, so this strategy is going to take $10, and we'll put him on the pass line. And our other player, we're just going to put him in the field for every roll. Hopefully I can keep up with that. And then we're obviously going to have to track. So new shooter coming out. Let's see what happens here. And then I'm going to write it down here, but I'll try to display it somewhere on the screen so you can see it. All right, here we go. New shooter, testing out a strategy. 9. Point's going to be 9. So we'll go ahead and write our 9 here, and then our field player is a winner. So we'll just rack that up for him. Go for our second roll. Yo 11. All right, another field winner. Five, no field 5. Write that down, and this player is going to lose his bet. He'll get back in the field. 5, no field 5 again. All right, track that, and another loser in the field. He'll just come right back in the field. 6, easy, no field 6. Again, this player's losing a little bit. He's going to follow it up. He may run out of money soon. We'll see. And here we go. Yo 11, field winner. And our player over here takes the win in the field. Now we have our 6 numbers. So we're going to go no bet, and then we're going to go no bet, and then field bet, field bet, field bet, no bet, which would be the opposite of the last 6 rolls. All right, here we go. 4, easy 4. So we're going to win there for this player. This player didn't have any action. He had no bet. This time, again, he's going to do no bet. 6, easy 6. I don't know why I'm saying easy. It's a hard 6. So it's a loser in the field, no field 6. This player's going to come back up. And then this time, it actually worked out for the player. This time he is going to bet the field. So we're finally making a bet. Let's see if it works out. All right, here we go. 10 the hard way, 10 hard. So both players are going to take a win. We'll rack that up. And this player, he's done for that shooter. He got his $10 unit. He didn't have to go up to any levels, and he's just going to wait for another shooter. So we'll just set him aside for now, and this is why I'm playing this other player, just because there would be no action at all for long periods of time with this strategy. But hey, he's not looking for action, he's trying to win. 4 for the hard way. A little win in the field. Might have to start progressing this guy up a little bit. 7, all right, there's the 7. 7 out. And this pass line player is going to lose there as well. Puck is going to go off. All right, we're going to dump the bowl, simulate a new shooter. Let's get him down on the pass line. And again, you wouldn't necessarily make that if the casino didn't require you to have some action, because we're sitting by watching a lot of rolls happen. All right, let me not forget this other player who's in the field on every roll. And here we go, new shooter coming out. 7 on the come out. So that's a frontline winner for our player over here. And we're not going to count that as a number, and this player is going to lose his field. You can follow that right back up. Here we go, same shooter trying to establish a point. 7, frontline winner. So this player's going to lose, this player's going to win. All right, can we get a point established? Here we go. 12 craps. That's no good for the pass line, but our player over here, and my layout pays triples. So if you can find the casino, that's ideal. And that is a non-12 number, so I'm going to go ahead and write the 12. This player can collect his winnings. This player is going to have to get back down on the line, most likely. All right, still looking for a point. 3 craps, still looking. All right, we'll go ahead and write that down. That is a loser for the pass line, and it's a winner for the field. All right, shooter's still looking for a point. Here we go. 7, frontline winner. All right, and with the 7, we're not counting it as a number. We're still looking for a number. Lose here in the field, win there on the pass line. So we're not going to track that number. We'll just leave it as a wash. This player over here is going to have to get back in the field. And here, we're still looking for a point. And the endless come out roll. 9, we're finally out on a number. So we'll go ahead and mark the 9, and we have a field winner over here. All right, we got 3 numbers. We're looking for 3 more before we start betting. The opposite. 4, easy 4. That's a field winner. So we'll pay this player over here. Here we go. 12, midnight, 12 midnight. That is a field number. And in our case over here, we're going to win triple. Shooting way above probability, but we'll take it. All right, here's our 6th roll. 6, easy, another, well, this is a non-field number. So we're going to lose the field bet here. We'll foul this up. And now our player, our sequence, we've got no field, no field, no field, no field, no field, and then a field number. So this is where this strategy kind of breaks down. We're basically going to be making no field bets because that would be the opposite of all the field winners. So we'll go ahead and write down the next 6 rolls in case we get there. But right now we're going to sit out for 5 rolls and then we're going to bet the field. So we'll see how that works out. All right, here we go. Same shooter. 9-point hit. In this case, we're going to win here, and our line player wins there. The puck's going to go off. They can both rack their winnings up. So that's the first roll. I'm just going to mark that I rolled it. And same shooter coming out. Here we go. 7 on the come out. So if this player's going to lose, this player's going to win. We're not going to count that as a roll. Let's go ahead and get this player back down. Here we go. 7, come out winner. Again, this player is going to lose, this player is going to win. Again, we're not tracking that roll. 6, the hard way, 6 hard. So we'll go ahead and mark the 6. We'll write it down that it is a no field 6, so that player loses. We're now on the point of 6. This player is going to rebet. And we've rolled twice, basically. So 3 more non-bets, and then we'll start betting. And we'll do no, and then field, if we get that far. All right, here we go. 6, easy, point hit. No field 6. So field is going to lose. Our player here is going to win on the line. He's actually doing better on the line than in the strategy. All right. And this player is going to go ahead and get down. We're going to have the same hot shooter coming out. 12, midnight, 12 craps. So pass line is going to lose. Our player over here is going to win triple. Go ahead and mark that down. That would be no field bet. Let's get him to rack that up. And this player is going to have to get back down on the line. I think that was our 4th roll. So another roll we're not betting. 6, easy. We're out on that 6. No field 6. 6. And we'll collect here. We got a pass line on the 6. And we've reached our original 6 roll of tracking. So this time we're going to bet in the field. So this player is going to bet, as well as this player is betting every time. All right, here we go. 6, right back, point hit. Let me go ahead and mark the 6. Both players are going to lose in the field. This player is going to win on his line bet. Puck is going to go off. And actually on my sequence, because I kept it going, our next roll, we're not going to bet the field. So we'll see how that goes, if we can even get a point established. All right, again, same hot shooter. Here we go, coming out. 8, easy. All right, we're out on the 8. So we're going to lose. That's a non-field number. This player is going to come in the field. And now we're in our sequence where we are going to make the next 2 rolls are going to be field bets. All right, so we'll go ahead and bet in the field and see what happens. Here we go. 10. 10 easy. All right, it worked that time. Both players win. And again, this player hasn't had to progress up. So he'll just rack his winnings, go from there. This player also wins. So with this player, he's done tracking. We're going to wait for a new shooter before we start our new racks. Now, the pass line is not a contract bet, so you can't pull it down, so we're hoping for an 8. You could bet the don't and then pull it down at any time if you wanted. Not a good, wise thing to do, but we're going to go ahead and leave it there because it is a contract bet, and he'll just roll it out. Meanwhile, I guess we'll see how our farmer over here does. Here we go. 3, craps, field winner. My dice rolled there, but it was a 3, so he'll just win there. 9, center field 9. Another winner in the field. 6 the hard way, 6 hard, no field 6. So we'll go ahead and lose that. 7, the roll is over. No field winner, and the line is going to lose there. Puck's going to go off. We're going to have a new shooter, so we're going to track again. So let's go ahead and get down on the pass line. And this player, he just plays the field every roll. All right, let's simulate a new shooter and see what happens. Here we go. 6 easy, no field 6. So we're going to start tracking our number there. Puck moves to the 6. Field is a loser. Pass line's on the 6. We're going to wait for 6 rolls to track them before we start betting for the strategy. But this guy, he's just going to get in the field every time. He's just having fun. So far, he's doing okay. Quick 7 out. So both players are going to lose here. Puck is going to go off, and we're going to have to start over. The new shooter, and we're going to have to start over as far as tracking goes. All right, so this player going to get down on the line. This player is going to get in the field, and here we go. 9, center field 9. We're out on the 9. Field is going to win here. Let me go ahead and track the 9. Let's rack that up. And our count started over because we're on a new shooter. Again, another quick 7. So both players are going to come down here. Puck is going to go off. So we're going to have to restart our count. This player is going to go ahead and get on the line. This player is in the field. And here we go. This will probably be my last sequence. Let's see if we can get there. So let's go ahead and track the 6. Point is 6. That's a loser for this player in the field. And let's go ahead and get down on the field for this player. Again, this player, his count started over. So we're looking for 6 rolls. The first roll is a 6, and then we'll start betting. Here we go. 4. 4 easy. It's a field winner. So no bet, or no. Yes, we'll bet. No bet. All right, we'll rack that up. Here we go. 6 easy, point hit. So we're going to lose in the field. We're actually going to win here on the line for this player. Puck is going to go off. We'll rack this up. Same shooter is going to be coming out. We'll get our field better down. And our player over here is ready to roll. Looking for a new come out roll, new point. It's going to be 5. There's no field 5. Which is a bet. And no field, we lose. Let's go ahead and follow it up with another bet for this player. All right, here we go. And nope, 7. Our count is going to have to restart over. So both players are going to lose the bet. Puck is going to go off. We didn't get our sequence. So we'll give this one more shot if we can even get a sequence. As you can see, this is a long, I mean, maybe at a bubble machine. I don't know. This is a lot of waiting around, but hey, the probability of it happening, I don't know. I mean, I'm not the math guy, but to repeat the sequence 6 times, maybe there's something to it. We haven't even got to the second level yet, I believe. So, all right, let's go ahead and get down on the line. And this player, hey, he just bets every time. Because why not? All right, here we go. New shooter. Looking for 6 roll sequence here. 5. No field 5. Point is going to be 5. We'll go ahead and mark that down. That's a loser in the field. He's just going to follow that back up. And here we go. Yo, 11, field winner. So this player is going to get paid over here. And we'll keep rolling. And 7, all right. So we're not going to get to bet on this new shooter, and our count would technically start over again. So yeah, a lot of work, not much betting. We'll go ahead and see how they did. So I didn't touch these racks, which I know there's 400, 2, 3, and then a black chip, so 400 in each. This player, if I can move these over, now I know I have 500. This player also has 500. Remember, we started with 570. So this player, 50, he's actually down $20, so he's at 550. Our strategy player is at 550, 60, 70, 80. So technically he's up $10. Now he won a few times on the pass line, which isn't actually part of the strategy. You just have to play that if you're standing at the table typically. So I don't know if he did better because of how many rolls he just did not participate in or what. So it's kind of hard to compare, you know, apples to apples. But this guy had a lot of fun, a lot of action. He did lose $20. This guy did a lot of number keeping and he did win $10. So I don't know. Just here for my videos, you know, I try to keep them like 20 minutes or so. It would be very difficult to kind of prove this strategy out. So those of you that have the software, the Windcrafts and that sort of thing and kind of want to run a simulation on this, I guarantee just like every other strategy, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, over time it will lose. But it would be interesting to see how many times the dice cannot repeat that kind of 6-number sequence. So I don't know. There's the strategy from a risk analyst. And one thing I will say is I love the thought process in it, you know, betting on things that are very unlikely to happen. In this case, for me, I'm an entertainment player, so it becomes a little boring. But hey, if you're there to, you know, like many players, hey, it's all about winning in the bottom line. Maybe this is a strategy for you. So however you like to play, whether you like to farm in the field on every roll or, you know, look for the improbable times to bet, good luck on coloring up.